Welcome to Libertex. In this silver price analysis update, we'll be going over the latest silver price movements as we move deeper into April, as well as the trends and latest news influencing the silver market with where we currently are. Since touching 2021 highs of $30 back in February, silver has so far been unable to keep its momentum, falling below some critical support at $24 and trading sideways to the downside between $24 and $25. Is the bull case for silver still alive? Have we finally reached a bottom for silver? And can we expect a rebound for the rest of the month? Make sure to stay until the end of the video for the complete analysis, as well as a technical chart review towards the end. And to support more weekly content on silver, as well as the top crypto movers, stocks, and breaking developments from inside the markets, like this video and subscribe to our channel to become a part of our growing family of traders and investors. So without further ado, let's talk silver. Silver has been described as one of the more frustrating trades of the new year so far, featuring long periods of flat, relatively sideways movements and high volatility that has mostly worked against the metal. On top of that, with where silver is trading currently around $25 an ounce, the market is back to where it was back in December of 2020. In the second week of April, silver came to its lowest level since 2021, which has many traders wondering if it's finally time to see a reversal for silver and get a much needed thrust of energy that the bullish case surrounding it emphasizes. Some of the bullish points for silver are embedded into the post-COVID recovery, predicting a resurgence in the demand for silver as it is necessary for development and production. On top of that, there are those that claim that silver will not be prepared for such an increase in demand, as it is already stretching supply. With that said, the bullish case for silver extends it past $30 an ounce, but at the moment, that is simply far from reality. Something that has certainly come into play recently that has so far blocked any realization of a strong rally is the recent increased strength of the US dollar and corresponding treasury yields data. In the second week of April, silver saw a slight recovery on a weekly decline in the strength of the US dollar and US treasury yields. However, the numbers for both increased in strength going into the April 12th trading week, taking some of the steam out of the bounce and cascading silver prices back down closer to the $25 border level. Silver is one of the most classic hedge trades against a weak US dollar, so when one encounters newfound strength, the other is vulnerable to weaken. When talking about the silver price movements we've experienced since February, by comparison to the other markets and movers, silver has been a letdown and probably a boring trade for many. But as one of the most classically traded instruments, a new surge of interest from retail traders, along with the potential for a demand increase in the future, many traders are still drawn into its gleaming allure. To get a better feel for how the silver markets are behaving as of late, as well as to get a clear picture of the nearest levels of support and resistance to be on alert for at present, let's take a look into the silver technical analysis by going over to the charts. Alright, we are now in the Libertex terminal looking at the technical chart for silver, and we can see pretty clearly just how silver has traded mostly to the downside since after hitting the $30 mark in February. At this time, silver was showing a lot of promise for what ultimately has turned out to be a failed move to hold prices to the upside, at least for the short to midterm. If we take a closer look at how silver has been trading since the start of April, it would be helpful to pay attention to how the RSI performed as well. When silver hit its lowest levels seen since the start of the new year on March 31st, going into April 1st, the RSI was heavily overextended to the downside, indicating that we could have strongly predicted a move back to the upside and that the selling was finally deemed as a bit of an overreaction by the markets. And since that point, since April 1st, we have been able to get a bit of a bounce back from that low of around $23.80, but unfortunately not by much with where we are currently sitting and experiencing a dip back into the red. If you then compare where we are trading now, you can essentially see, if we jump into the 6-month, in this trend channel, that we've been in this area for about 5 months now, going back to December of 2020. So can we expect silver to finally make a move? Could this sub $24 area really be the lowest point we'll encounter moving forward? Well, for starters, silver is going to have to face off with a lot of selling pressure if it starts to climb significantly past where we are trading now. The nearest point of real resistance silver will face from here can be found right around $26.60 an ounce, which was also the high of March 18th, before going onwards to around $28.35 an ounce, which was the high from February 15th, and then finally to that psychological $30 range last seen on February 1st. On the flip side, silver traders need to be very mindful of the areas of support and may want to consider setting stop losses at them if considering trading silver at the current levels. From where silver is currently trading now, the next support silver could encounter is right around $23.50, which was the low going back to December 7th. If this fails to hold, we could then look towards around $21.65, which was the low from September 23rd, to be reactivated. And if the dollar really increases in strength, or if there is a major sell-off, the psychological level of support for silver is probably best placed at $20 by most analyst accounts. In the immediate time frame, the $26 level continues to be a big barrier to realize a reversal, as silver has not broken past this level since mid-March. Trading silver at these levels is certainly possible, but barring a major market rally or revelation in the demand, silver may continue to trade between these levels with a good deal of volatility to expect in the recent price action. What are your silver price predictions for the rest of April? And has the metal been a letdown or a winner for you recently? Let us know your thoughts on silver in the comments to join the conversation with our analysts and community of traders. If you are interested in opening up trades and positions with silver, it couldn't get more simple. Libertex is the favored brokerage and platform for traders of silver, gold, and more, and opening an account is free and easy. Head over to libertex.com or via the links in the description below to start your trading journey today. We hope you enjoyed this silver price analysis video, and if you did, we'd highly appreciate your support to help us make more content on silver by leaving a like and subscribing to our channel. We wish you a great month of trading in the markets and look forward to seeing you next time.